Now, with coverage you can count on, this is News Channel 8's Good Morning Connecticut.
Are you looking for one last vacation before the summer's over and the kids need to head back to school? Well, this morning we're joined by travel columnist Eileen Ogintz, who has some tips to help you plan that last-minute getaway. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And it's interesting because I was just talking with my husband and we were saying the summer has just flown by and we had wanted to plan so many trips, they just weren't working. So now we're trying to cram them in for the end of August, September. Is it too late for many people to plan?
Absolutely not. In fact, you might find a better deal by not planning ahead, and also you don't have to worry about all these travel snafus that would have happened.
So there are still deals to be had at this point?
Absolutely. I mean, especially if you plan smart, like if you drive rather than fly. You could even take a cruise from Boston or New York if you hit a resort area like Cape Cod or something during the week, and then a city like Boston or New York on the weekends when the business travelers are gone, that kind of thing.
And I would imagine that if you've got real little ones who aren't necessarily heading back to school, you definitely can extend the summer into September, past the school year.
If you've got little ones, my advice would be definitely wait till after Labor Day. The Cape, for example, or Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket are great after Labor Day when the crowds are gone and the weather still be great. I mean, you wouldn't have wanted to be on vacation last week in the 100-degree heat. So.
Well, that's very true. And when you're waiting until the last minute almost, you can kind of plan better in terms of the weather. Less time for things to get messed up, I guess.
Definitely, you can plan better, and also you can leverage your last-minute planning. You can call a hotel directly, for example, and they know the rooms are going to be empty, and you can say, what can you do for me? Free breakfast, another room at half price, free activities for the kids, and the closer it is to that date when they don't have anyone else, the more apt they might be to work with you.
How common is this for people to sort of wait to the last minute and realize summer's almost over?
A lot more common than you'd think, because people get involved with soccer camps, swim camps, basketball camps, all kinds of things for the kids, and maybe they had a vacation planned, but their boss said, no, you have to finish this project, or a family thing came into play. So I think you'll find a lot more people. There was even a thing in USA Today recently saying people are extending vacation into the fall.
Now, do you recommend at this point, since we are talking about last-minute getaways, for people to sort of take longer weekends more locally, say weekends to Newport, things of that nature? You mentioned the Cape as opposed to trying to get airline tickets at this point.
If you can drive instead of fly, even to take a cruise, definitely that's going to be easier. So a long weekend, or if you can get away for a couple of days during the week, to somewhere like the Cape or Newport, you might even find a better deal, and then go to the city on the weekends. But if you want to fly, there are websites like Site59.com or Orbitz or Expedia, or you could just look at your favorite airline to see what they've got. They all have like weekly specials. So you will find something.
Gosh, it feels like summer just started, but I guess don't despair yet.
No, definitely don't despair. And you might have an adventure, go someplace you weren't planning on, and have a blast. So look at it that way, rather than a negative, turn it into a positive.
That's true, without all the anticipation of the build-up and then something goes wrong.
Definitely.
All right, travel columnist Eileen Ogintz, thanks for coming in. Thanks for the tips.
Having me.
We're going to put more of that information on our website, WTNH.com. You can check it out, the great travel information she gave us. Just click on the Good Morning Connecticut weekend logo.